Coming to you live from the center of Hurricane Dorian. Just kidding. It'll be here in about 4 weeks. Hopefully the Bahamas are okay. We'll find out on the other side. That said, today, something special. The Bird King by Willow Wilson. Super interesting, I would say, extremely fantasy book. Let me straighten my hat. I don't want this to be super weird. Fantasy book which focuses on the life of a concubine in the 1940s, trying to escape a crumbling empire in the Iberian Peninsula. Super interesting. I would say that it is a great example of modern literary prose that the average reader will probably love. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Lev Grossman, I'll read this quote for you. I think it's a gem. Says, in quotes, "The Bird King is marvelous in the deepest sense. A treasure house of a novel, thrilling, tender, funny, and achingly gorgeous. I loved it." Close quote. I think that sums it up pretty well. Good stuff. It's extremely well written. I would say that if you are a fan of books, you will love the first 300 pages of this book in a profound sense. Also, I would say that the author is exceptional at getting you to, bind wills with a character that maybe in another book would not be a hero. So we're looking at a classic anti-hero scenario. That's super cool. Another thing that I think is really interesting is that the world is quite beautiful and the fantasy elements of that world seem quite realistic. So that's pretty neat. Less good news. I don't like to be the critic. I love books dearly. But this book has one fatal flaw. About 1/4 of it is incredibly challenging to read, and it is the conclusion, which makes it a huge issue. The first 3/4, super fast, beautiful, wonderful. The journey, though, is far better than the conclusion. So with that said, would I spend the $26 again on a hardcover? Absolutely not. I would buy the audiobook for a long ride. I would buy the soft cover just because I love reading and flipping through soft cover. The smell, the texture, so on and so forth is wonderful. But, this is probably not for the average everyday reader. The Bird King. 1 thumb up. Either way, Internet, good to see you again, and may our paths cross again.